Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be doing a super simple makeup tutorial. So for you guys who go to work, school, just love makeup but don't have time, CBA, just can't be bothered to do full on makeup, or can't maybe because your school says no, simple makeup only please, or your work is very strict. This is a tutorial for you. So I'm just going to be doing really simple makeup guys today, showing you how to do it and sort of seeing, how simple it can go and how no makeup look we can get. So, I think it's crossed. I'm going to try and make this tutorial all drugstore. I'm going to try. No promises, but I'm going to try. And also the camera angle is really weird, I apologise. Like, you try recording off your phone with only makeup wipes, just hold your phone. Yeah, it's not that easy. So, without any further ado, let's start the video. Okay, right, so I'm just going to quickly start by brushing my hair. Sorry if it's really greasy, I've just had sports day today, so it's been really hot. So, there's been a lot of moisture in the air from children's sweat. It's brilliant, isn't it? Right, got a mirror over here. Okay, and... ow. And this is my Sims headband, by the way. If you're wondering where I got it from, I got this. I wanted to give it on Twitter, so you can't buy them actually. So they're limited edition. Okay, and now I feel like I'm a Sim straight back hair. Okay, primer, because we want this. No matter how the product's going to be, we want it to stay on all day. So I'm going to use my MYX Studio MYX HD Primer Base Studio Photogenic. That's the box. And this was like £12. That's what it looks like. This primer is amazing. This is just in HDP 101. And it's just a really nice primer. It is, can you see? It is light blue. I'm just going to actually put this on my palms. Yeah, can you see? It's like an icy blue. I think it's colour correcting, I have no clue. All I know is that it makes me look very pale and smooths out my pores really well. That's why I love it. And I got this quite a while ago now, but I know they do still sell it. And if you can't get these brands in your country, I apologise. In England and America you can tend to get them. Like I can get this from Boots. And yeah, but in certain countries they might not have these sort of brands in your local makeup stores. You might only have local brands, because MYX is obviously an American brand. But do we sell many American makeup brands in England? It depends how you class American makeup brands. Like Beauty Bay is pretty much, I think Beauty Bay is like all American brands. So I'll just get the primer off my fingers. Boots sells NYX. I'm not sure though if there's so many American brands. Is Sleek American? I think Sleek would be American. Also guys, this primer is like quite tacky, can you guys see? Which is really good for a primer this cheap. But it makes me look very pale. And so I'm going to now move on to foundation. And for foundation, I am using the L'Oreal True Match Too Blender Porn Foundation in the shade 1N. You guys know this is my current Holy Grail foundation. I cannot live without it. It's got a super lovely coverage. It's so blendable and it's just gorgeous. I had to actually buy the bottle of this because I ran out of my other one. I don't know how I ran out so fast. I haven't had this foundation for that long, but good job. It's like this again is £12. Same as the primer. I'm just gonna give it a shaky shake, and this foundation is just amazing. If you guys, I think you can get this pretty much in a lot of places. I know you can definitely get it in America, definitely get it in England. You can probably get it in Australia as well. I don't know. You can probably get it there, but this is the foundation. It's what it looks like, and it matches my skin tone perfectly. I'm going to grab my Makeup Revolution stippling brush. Looks like that. It's lovely rose gold as well. And it's got a lot of rose gold. I'm just going to give it a bit of a clean. to make sure we don't get any germs on my skin. And I know quite a lot of younger people watch my channel. I know my channel is more, I don't know, I say around preteen / late childhood people watch my channel, so well, that's what I know anyway. I'm actually gonna pump it a bit. This is my tactic. I pump a bit. Also, if you see yellow on my hand, don't ignore that. That's my house colours at school, and we had to use yellow, and I got a yellow pen out, so I drawing on my hand. And so I actually got foundation on my hand. It's quite liquidy, as you can probably see. But I'm just gonna get my brush and dip it in and just blot this all over my skin. Now I've done 2 pumps, but you might not need that much. Who knows? And actually, it might remove a tiny bit because it's meant to be quite natural, as realised. This is probably the amount I would use normally. My neck. So actually I'm going to wipe a tiny bit off because we don't want to use too much, do we? Yeah, this yellow pen is really going to annoy me after this video. I have to go get it off. Yeah, I started like drawing on myself in like yellow pens and stuff. Good job it wipes off, usually, hey? Oh my god, the lighting keeps on changing right now and it's really cheesing me off. So I apologise, I'm going to change my blind a bit. Also, it's really hot again today in England. Again, another English heat wave. When are you going to stop, England? Huh? Genuinely, we're having so many heat waves at the moment. It's insane. And today I had to run around the field. Fantastic, isn't it? Technically, it's only 200 metres. But I still have to run around the field. It's not fun, really. I can't run for my life. If you know me, I hate sport. And so I came last. To be fair, that's not that bad. I was in a race with like some really fast people. A lot of them were my friends. So yeah, I was going to be doing 800 metres as well, but someone stepped in for me because they knew I wasn't that good at running. Thank you to the person who stepped in for me. Oh my god, I can't like move in too close because the sun is like, hello, I exist. It's meant to sun today. I thought I said that, so I had thunder. But it's like really bright outside. Is it thundering? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's forecasted thunder for today. I really hope it thunders, but to be fair, I know it won't because every time I forecast thunder from where I live, it never comes to anything. It normally just rains for a bit or like goes a bit dark out and that's it. Oh my god, the sun's flipping annoying me now. Like, can you just not for a few minutes? Thank you. And I'm just actually really trying to make this as natural finish as I can. Now, of course, for some people this might be like really like hello, like too much, and that's why I'm going to show you my next trick in a second. For some people this might be too much. If it is too much for you, you can tone it down a bit. My method for toning it down is to get trying to get a tissue. This is a random tissue box I got from Home Bargains, no clue. And just dab at your foundation, swipe it a tiny bit, and this just removes any excess foundation that you don't want. I'll sometimes use this trick for if like I'm going for heavy, but slightly more heavy to natural makeup. Oh my god, it's boiling up here. Whew. And I sort of like put too much foundation on, and it just removes any over amounts. It also helps with any unblended particles. Oh my god, it's boiling up here. Jesus Christ. It's like been like 29 degrees today. Like, too hot for old Remi. Okay, so that's a tiny bit more natural now. So I'm going to move on to concealer, which is the Collection Lasting Perfection Ultimate Wear Concealer in the shade Fair. And that's what it looks like. Fair bottle of stuff. Absolute, wait, is that fair bottle? Yeah, fair bottle it says. I still keep all my old makeup, I don't know why. And I'm actually going to apply a tiny amount. We don't want to go too overboard because, again, remember, this is natural. Again, if you don't like using concealer, you don't have to use concealer. I remember when I first started wearing makeup, my first ever item of makeup was a concealer stick, and I've actually still got it. It's by Remi London. They don't sell it anymore, I'm pretty sure. If they do still sell it, like, tell me. I found it the other day. I'm going to show you it now, guys. This is a bit of a blast from the past. See if anyone else had one of these when they were a bit younger. You know, when they first started off as in a makeup career. It was, where is it? Oh, this is it. This is the Hide the Blemish Concealer Stick and, wait, no, that's in French, sorry. Effectively conceals spots, blemishes, and under circles. Dermatologically tested. This is in Sand 02. Please bear in mind, I'm very fair. I used to think like that's how light it is, but it looks really orange on skin. Like just me. And it smells really funky as well. To be fair, I should only have it open for 2 years. I've had this probably for about 5. Yeah. I really shouldn't probably put that on my face because drumming hack. Okay, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit of concealer on my nose. By a tiny bit, I literally mean smooching. I'm just applying this to any areas I just want to conceal a tiny bit. And I'm just going to stipple this in. The sun's gone. Right, now I can finally pull up my blind a bit more, so more light can come in. I swear down, living in England is like a roller coaster. It goes up and then it goes down. It'll be raining tomorrow. I guarantee you, tomorrow I'll be chucking it down. I'll put a comment in the comment section if it's chucking it down next day. Probably will be. Why am I standing on one leg right now? I'm doing standing on one leg. I don't know why I always do it. I feel like I get itchy feet when I do makeup for too long. I'm just dancing around with it. I don't know why. Okay, right, so I've literally just patted out all of them, and it looks alright. The sun's come back out again now. I'm putting my blind down again. I think it is actually going to fond. It's like getting a bit darker. There we go. And so now I just blended that out, and it like that again. Tissue. Dab. Swipe off any excess makeup. But when I was a kid, I used to be like, go or go home. I used to have like that really like glittery, unpigmented as unpigmented as hell eyeshadow. And I used to cake it on. I used to think I was like the beauty guru. I used to think like I was amazing at makeup, like no one could stop me. Oh god, there's all days. It was just the most, oh Jesus Christ. And that's why I now take so much care of my appearance. Yeah, I used to like cake on this concealer, but like I can never wear it for school because at this point I'm probably in about year 4, year 5 primary school this is in England. If you know what year that is in your country, just go Google it. Yeah, so I was quite young, so I couldn't really wear it for school. In year 6 is when I started really wearing makeup. I started wearing like powder foundation, did nothing to my complexion, and a bit of mascara. That's really it. Secondary school I started wearing foundation and concealer. That's it. That's it. Okay, so just set this whole face because we don't want to be looking patchy ass halfway through the day. So we're just gonna powder this face, and this is the Rimmel Clear Complexion Radiance. Why is it in a really French accent? Clarifying powder, poudre compacte clarifiante. I can't speak French out loud. I can pronounce stuff in French, but I'm not the best at speaking it. And I'm actually just buffing this in with my Real Techniques powder brush. My absolute favourite powder brush, my Holy Grail brush. This powder, again, I've had it for nearly a year now. Yeah, but since you can open it, leave it over 30 months to still use it, so that's fine. And the good thing, I just like dropped it in I just made a scrape loads of it out. But I need to put my blinds again now because it's getting too dark in here. This is really annoying me. British weather annoys me. And you can probably see I use it quite a lot. It's like my favourite powder. My mum got it for me. I know they still do it because I normally check like if like brands still do the makeup I own, because if they don't, I feel like really like cool like using like makeup they don't make anymore. I don't know why. But they definitely still do make this. I was looking the other day and they still make it. They make it in more colours now though. I got this quite a long time ago, like a year ago now. This isn't transparent by the way guys, it's basically just like that. It is transparent. Okay, and I am now nice and matte finished. So, brows. So you want a really nice natural brow. You don't want it too heavy. So how I recommend doing it is getting your standard brow gel. Where's my brow brush? Oh my god, I can't find it anywhere. Here it is. Getting your brow gel, which is the Benefit and Gimme Brow. Very natural already, but you want to make it even more natural. I'm just going to quickly clean my brush. And this is the Eco Tools Fine Brush. It is like an eyeliner slash... I don't know. Oh, I use this... I was doing like a makeup challenge not long ago with this. And I used foundation. So I was doing like the Mix Makeup Challenge, which I was going to upload. But like I decided not to then. Afterwards, because I was like, I don't like how the video went. And genuinely, the foundation is staying my brush ever so slightly. Can you see it's like that little bit of orange which has been stained? Poo. But it's clean, so that's all I care about. So, now I'm just going to get this brow brush. I'm going to literally go back in brow. My Benefit is in the shade 1, which is like a ashy brown colour. I really want to get a dip brow pomade. I don't mind if it's not the ABH one, to be fair. Because I ain't paying £15 for a bit of brow gel. To be fair, this is more expensive. But I got it in a gift set as a present, so... yeah, and I'm literally just applying this through my brows. And it makes it so much more natural. Because you're not getting as much product as you would directly from the applicator. So, yeah. And you can just go how heavy you want. Maybe your school allows a lot of makeup, but you just don't like wearing a lot for school. I know my school's quite strict on makeup, but then again, like, they don't like really clamp down on it that much. I've seen girls like wearing highlights, got like purple highlight one girl did wear, and I got told off for it. Some girls wear fake lashes for school as well. I'm like, how do you get away with that, hun? To be fair, today was sports day and those people had like glitter highlights on, and I was like really upset with myself because I forgot to put my glitter on. Where's my glitter? That is the Byeeeee. That's my house is like yellow, so, and this is gold. This is gold iridescent by the way. So I was like devastated. I might actually use that later in the tutorial. I don't know. And I'm actually just getting my brush and just sort of like making that natural hair stroke. I don't think tutorial of this, so it's gotta be good if she's doing it. Yeah, I really want to buy a dip brow pomade. I know like Freedom make one. Not Freedom make one. And I think Makeup Revolution make one as well. So I might, but I know it. I want to take them as well because I've been watching them loads recently. Because I really want to get one. But I have no clue what to get because I have really weird brows. They look brown in some lights, they look blonde in some lights, they look really dark in some lights. Like, Jesus Christ, like, make up your mind, brows. Why am I doing a Scottish accent? I don't know. So I don't need Scottish fans if I just offended them with my terrible accent. So I keep my brush. There we go. Also, my brushes are like, I've still got like product on from my sister's makeup twice. I've done it twice now. Like my sister's makeup. If you guys follow my beauty Instagram, you will see the picture I did. Oh my god, guys. That challenge we came on recently, like transforming my blah 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 into me, shows you what my sister. If this video gets a certain amount of likes and you guys want to see that, I will do it for next week's video because this is lit. And she probably actually would do it with me, to be fair. She's that good. Okay. Brows are painted on. She's like happy little jammy little poop. Bet baby that's some chocolate. Watch this, Chloe, I love you. She's taking me to Hello World as well. Okay. So brows are done again. However you want to do them, do it. Okay, eyes. Now for your eyes, you don't want to go too like, oh well, I exist. But you want to go in a colour. So I'm going to use the Sleek, just deliver it, Sleek Eye Divine Mineral Base Eyeshadow Palette in Oh So Special. Again, at the moment, one of my favourite palettes, as well as the Morphe 35T palette. This is like my favourite drugstore palette at the moment. Probably Town. It's gorgeous. It's like £8. Again, go out and get it. It's great. Okay, so I'm actually just going to grab my, nope, it's a bending brush. Oh, my brow brush back away and it's got the other side that I need. Right, this brush, so I'm actually just going to clean it off a bit because it's got a bit of product in it. I need one of them like, I need like little weird material things. I'm just actually picking up this shade. What shade is it? I have no idea what shade it is. The shade Bow, and I'm applying this over my lids as a nice little white base. Can you guys hear that? My neighbour's noisy. Sec. apologize if you can hear that my nails are noisy. Okay, I'm literally applying white shadow all over my eyes and up to my brow bone just to give my eyes a bit of life. Okay, next I'm taking this shade. Actually, let me decide what shade I want to put on. I can still hear them. They're really noisy. Okay, so I'm going to talk really loud. I'm going to use a mixture, actually, of the shade Organza and Gift Basket, which is them two shades. I'm just going to make a mixture because they're both really pretty shades and I feel like they'll go really nice together. So I'm just going to literally damp my brush a tiny bit and just go nuts. And I'm just going to softly apply this to my lid. Yeah, loads of people had glitter highlights on today and I was like so jealous. I was like, I need some glitter. Fortunately though, I didn't have any with me because I don't bring makeup to school with me. I ain't risking losing a load of makeup. This bit's expensive. Oh, this looks really pretty. I need to use more. These colour combinations are really nice. Okay, cute. I like these. And you can apply as little or as much as you want. I'm applying quite little, to be fair. I'm gonna grab my Equal Tools, I can't even read it, blend brush. Again, can't read the text on it because I've used it that much. This brush is my fave. I need to get a new one though desperately because like, look, can you see that? It's like breaking, like the plastic is coming loose because the amount of times I have to clean it. And I'm just gonna blend that out, wiping any excess product off. And I know a lot of kids at my school actually do wear eyeshadow to school, like this sort of colour, and get away with it. So I guess we're gonna test it out today. And you don't want to go too high up to your brow bone, so I'm just gonna wipe where it's not needed. And again, with my trusty tissue, I'm just gonna dab at the eyeshadow just to make it super natural. Oh, that's really cute. Okay, now you can go for eyeliner if you want. Personally, eyeliner for school, big no-no. I know a lot of kids do wear it, but most schools will say no to it because it's quite hello. So I'm going to go in with the Rimmel London Volume Colours Extreme Black Mascara Lash Tint Complex in the shade Extreme Black number 3. This is like an amazing drugstore mascara. I know that I think it's the Colossal Big Shot one is also really huge at the moment. So you go for what you like. You go for what you want. I'm just applying this how I would normally, but trying to make it a bit more natural because a lot of places, again, will let you wear mascara. A lot of schools do let you wear actually a bit mascara. I'm applying a bit at my bottom lashes just to really make my eye look like hashtag mascara face. And that's my mascara done. Now, bronzer. You can sometimes get away with bronzing in school. I have done it quite a lot. When I had glandular fever, I was really, really pale. So on my first day back to school after 2 weeks of being off, yes I know, I put on loads of foundation and caked myself with bronzer because I was so pale. I couldn't look at myself. I was that pale. So I put loads of bronzer on and actually I looked kind of more healthier, and a lot of teachers were like, it's fine, because I was like ill at the time, so I was still like pretty ill, like missed exam week, so I was pretty ill. And yeah, so you can go as far as you want really with bronzer. Me, tiny bit, so I'm literally going to pick up the slightest, and by sliced I mean like barely any bit of the Hoola by Benefit, again, Holy Grail bronzer. Can't go wrong with a bit of Hoola. I'm actually going to dab in once, actually twice, get my hand, dab it once, and then swirl. This is really good technique just to get loads of excess product off. It may not look like there's loads on my brush, but there really isn't. It's just like stained from where I've used it with like contour. I'm actually just doing it, really trying to sculpt the cheeks, but also look really natural. And I'm just, there we go. See? How good does that look? A lot of people do actually do contour for schools, like some girls like do like cream contour, but I'm not brave enough to try it because I'm terrible at cream contour, I'm not gonna lie. Ow! Oh, I just stabbed myself with a corner of hula. Ouchie, that hurt. Excuse me, dogs. I'm trying to record out here. Can you like not? Sorry, if you run around, stay at the window, because they're there, like right there. I can't see that well because I have my glasses on, obviously, but I can see one tiny bit. Now, highlight. A lot of kids do a highlight for school, but you might not choose to. I know some people I like highlight for school. No, thank you. But personally, I would. I've done it before, never been caught. So, So I'm actually gonna use glitter for this. I'm quite excited for it. I'm gonna find my brush. Here it is. This is the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow brush, but isn't for highlight because it's so small. It's like it's too big for your eyes, really. I'm just giving it a bit of a clean. It always looks really clean, but it's always caked in highlight. Like, just wiped it off. Can you see that like purple like iridescently shift? Yeah, that's all highlight. I just like actually rub it on the back of my hand and it all comes off. Okay, so I'm gonna use like so much, and this is a Dazzle Dust by Byeeeee in the shade 27, which I know is gold iridescent. I know it off by heart because it's like my fave. And it's actually a loose glitter. I can't really show it that well because it is like loose. It's got everywhere already. Perfect. And I literally just want so little of it that I'm barely even like, my bristles have barely even touched it, and I'm blowing it off just because. I really want that just super soft gold highlight. This is a perfect highlight for when you're a bit bronzed as well. I know a lot of people do wear a gold sort of highlight for school. Okay, that cheek is pretty intense. It's gonna fluff out a bit. And I'm gonna apply like tiny, and that sounds a lot actually, to my brow bone. I'm using so little right now. This is getting over here. And genuinely, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of my cupid's bow in on my nose. And I feel really like glittery right now because like it's a loose glitter. Smells like glitter. And you can go as like far with this as you want. There's glitter everywhere right now. Like that's why I'm blowing so much. And that sounded really bad. So I'm just going to actually just clean my brush off. Now this is essential for this next part because you don't want to be even more glittery. I'm just going to grab this brush and just blend that out loads. Like, loads. Just so we don't look really like, hello, highlight. Again, trusty tissue, dabbing my highlight. And that really makes it like 10 times more natural. Okay, so that's so far, and now final step, lip. You want to look really natural on your lips, very like your natural skin colour, lip colour. So, mixture of two colours coming up, anyone? I am going to have a mixture of 3 products. This is my EOS in the shade in Coconut Milk. 1 second. So good. And then I have 2 Natural Collection lipsticks. These are sold in Boots. I know I don't think the shade Pink Mallow is sold anymore, but I know there is a colour very similar to it. This one's not sold anymore. I think they got rid of this colour because it's like so light and like barely usable. Why are my hands so shaky right now? I don't know. And then there was also the shade Pink. Oh no, that's Candy Mist. Pink Mallow. I know Pink Mallow is still sold. It's like a really nice like goldy iridescent colour. And so I'm first going to start by grabbing my trusty old EOS and just applying it all over my lip. I still got a bit of foundation left in my lip, so it like makes like a nice glossy nudish colour. Actually, I've got an idea. Yeah, I've got an idea. 1 second. I need to get my lip brush. I'm using a different lipstick now. I've changed my idea. I've changed. Okay, let me get my lip brush. Oh, where are you? There you are. I'm going to use the... What brand is this? What brand are you? Don't even know what brand this is. I don't even know what brand this is. Oh, this is Maybelline. This is the Colour Sensational Lipstick in 75 Tantalising Taupe. It's the most nude lipstick you'll ever find. Genuinely. There's barely any colour to it, but it's so good. It tastes like candy floss. It smells like candy floss. Pretty much is candy floss. Okay, I'm just going to clean my lip brush off. I'm just going to... Oh my god, it smells like candy floss. And it tastes like it as well. I'm going to grab my lip brush and just, you know, pick it up. And it looks like it's there on the brush, but it's really not. It's really not there. Like, guys, can you see that? It might pick up better on camera than it does in real life, but I can barely see it right now. I'm actually like picking up quite a bit. Okay, so it's showing up a tiny bit. It's got really dark again outside. I think it's going to thunder. I hope it does. I'm actually using quite a lot of this right now because I love it. Plus, you want candy floss lips. Like, who doesn't want candy lips? Candy lips? Candy floss lips. It's so moisturising as well. A lot of lipsticks are really drying. This one isn't. It's like so nude you can get away with wearing it. And that's that. So that's my super natural makeup tutorial. I'm just gonna grab my... Oh, hello, Miss Frizz. Hello. I'm gonna look like a girl in my ear. Oh, that's creepy. Oh my god, I look like a girl. Let's go. No. Leave that to her. I look like her so much. Genuinely, is this like her makeup routine or something? I think this is this girl's makeup routine. Lol. Okay. Hair flip. And glasses. So that is my very simple, everyday makeup look. You can turn it down as much as you want. You can turn it on. My pose is falling. Gone a whole video without it falling, and now it falls. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Subscribe and like to my channel for awesome content including more live videos every Friday. Make sure to click the little notification button already if you haven't already, so you come part as a notification squad, and it's lit. You get notified every time I upload a video, which is on Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays, and I stream on Saturdays. Whoop. So, hope you enjoyed. If you do recreate any of my looks, make sure to put hashtag SimplyRemi on Instagram or on Twitter, and I will check it out, and I will give you a shout out in the next video. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Let's turn off this camera.